What's up, ladies and gentlemen? chuckfinleLP here with us play Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves Part 24. This is the wrap-up video. This is where I will talk about any information or trivia about the game and show off anything that I didn't show off during the Let's Play. So I will go ahead and start with the trivia and information about the game. Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves is the third game in the Sly Cooper franchise. The game was released on Monday, September 26, 2005 in the United States. Sly 3 has optional 3D stages, and it comes with a pair of specially designed 3D glasses inside the manual. Sly 3 was received positively by critics almost as much as the first game, though it was rated less than its predecessor, in this case Sly 2. The game was mainly criticized on its short length and the major cliffhanger ending. It is noted by some critics that a lot of the characters aren't fleshed out and the end results feel a bit rushed. The design and huge variety in gameplay, as well as the new addition of split-screen multiplayer modes, were praised by critics. However, there is no solid number regarding the game's sales, but from what information is known, the game sold approximately as many copies as the first in the series. So, however many that is. I'm not gonna show off the two-player. Well, I guess I'll talk about gameplay. New variation in the game include additional playable characters besides those of Sly, Murray, and Bentley. Firstly, Inspector Carmelita Fox is a playable character in most of the mini games, and a couple of times in the game. Secondly, previously unintroduced characters, including a shaman named the Guru, a mouse named Penelope, are included, as well as those previously mentioned, such as Dimitri from Sly 2 and the Panda King from Sly Cooper. The game also contains 3D sections. 3D glasses have been distributed with each copy of the game and are used in certain parts of the game. However, 3D is optional in those sections, allowing the player to switch the levels into normal once more. Some levels are playable in 3D from the beginning, while other levels require the 3D feature to be unlocked. Another feature being objects in the levels are only visible when being played in 3D. The 3D effect is focused upon certain objects in the background rather than the characters themselves, minimizing the necessary blue-red separation and making it easier to watch someone playing in 3D without a set of 3D glasses. Also, to increase replay value, an offline multiplayer mode is included, along with challenges and extra movies unlocked with specific game completion percentages. The multiplayer mode consists of 4 mini-games to be played by 2 players in a split-screen. Challenges or missions that are set with specific standards, along with a treasure hunt mission for each world attained at the end of the game. Murray and Bentley can now pickpocket. Murray hoists stunned or unsuspected guards above his head and shakes them down for coins and loot. The coins must be picked up off the ground after the guard is shaken, but Murray will catch the loot he gets. Bentley uses the PPP pickpocket pole to reel in coins and loot. When the magnet attaches to the guard's pocket, Bentley moves away from the guard to reel in the goods. Loot no longer needs to be sold back at the safe house. The amount of an item is worth is added immediately to the coin count. Special treasure is absent from the overworld. The actual levels of Sly 3 change as each level progresses, such as an opera fury begins early in the morning, the moon out, and at night. After the second briefing done by Bentley, it turns to early morning, the sun is out, and is more daytime-esque. This doesn't apply to all levels after Flight of Fancy, however. Sly 3 also features new gameplay elements and skills such as safe cracking, searching for clues and objects and paintings, aerial combat disguises, pirate ship battles, and conversations. 2-player minigames is Cops and Robbers. Player 1 is Sly, whose objective is to get pieces of loot to their respective locations. Player 2 is Carmelita, whose objective is to defeat Sly before he delivers the loot. The first one to get 5 points wins. Biplane duel. Player 1 is Sly and player 2 is Carmelita. Both players' objectives are to defeat each other 10 times first. Hackathon. Player 1 is Bentley and player 2 is Penelope. Both players work together to get through the hacking levels. However, before you get Penelope in the game, player 2 is Sly. Galleon duel. Player 1 is Sly and player 2 is Bentley. Both players' objectives are to defeat each other with the ship's cannons 3 times first. So that actually wouldn't have been too bad. The galleon duel. Reception Sly 3 was described as good and as a good and reasonable game, and earned good reviews, though not as high as its predecessor. It received a Metacritic score of 83 out of 100. If you view that as anything worth anything, and you shouldn't. Metacritic is not worth anything. But the ratings for some other people. Game Rankings gave it an 84.18%. Metacritic 83 out of 100. Game Zone 9.3 out of 10. GameSpot 8.4 out of 10. IGN 8.1 out of 10, and Game Informer 7.3 out of 10. So. Trivia. As in other Sly games, each episode contains stereotypical references to the countries involved in that episode. For example, Team Iceland's Viking helmet in Episode 3. Episode 1 contains many references to the Phantom of the Opera, such as Octavio's face mask. The Episode 4 mission Laptop Retrieval contains many references to modern martial arts films. The first section of Sly's battle with Sal shows some similarity to the 2012 martial arts film Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Similarly, the second section of the battle bears much resemblance to the 2004 martial arts film House of Flying Daggers, which contains a scene depicting a battle in a bamboo forest. This is the only game in the series where the villains aren't in a gang or an organization. The picture of Sly and Carmelita in the European box art is the same picture when Sly mentions he helped her get away from the police in the Getaway cutscene in a Tangled Web episode in the Sly 2 Band of Thieves. Also, the picture of Sly holding the clockwork eyes in the back of the box is a recycled picture from the same cutscene. Alright, so I'll do some cheats and glitches real quickly. I'll talk about those. For Sly 3, I guess there's one for every single game. I didn't know that. I'm not sure these actually work in the if some of these cheat codes will actually work in the second game, or I mean in the HD collection or not. There doesn't seem to be any information about that. In Episode 2, Rumble Down Under, and the job-hungry croc guards will continually come to you. Simply kill as many as you want and collect the coins before finishing the mission, which is easy money. That's kind of that's not actually a cheat. That's kind of like a hint. Also in Episode 5, Dead Men Tell No Tales. After the job, X marks the spot. You can go around battling pirate ships. One pirate ship gets you about 300 coins. So, alternate biplane in Episode 3, Flight of Fancy. When Sly is flying the biplane, press start to pause the game, then press R1, right, down, right. After resuming the game, Sly's biplane is now the Toonami plane. Coffee house break-in. If you go, well, I guess I can show off that one real quickly. We'll go to jobs. It doesn't really matter which biplane level I pick, so I'll just find one and do it real quick. And I'll just show it off real quick. Hopefully, I should be able to immediately start flying without too much.
Suit up, partner. Almost time for the semifinals. Stay sharp, Sly. Iceland and Belgium will be at each other's throats up there, but you're still outnumbered. Relax, Mom. This is gonna be great.
Be a great time to skip cutscenes, but sadly you can't, so I'm not going to Alright, so you pause, R1, right, down, right. Make sure I did that right. R1, right, down, right. Oh, okay. So it actually does work. So you can see what it looks like and all that. All right, so we'll go ahead. No, I don't want to do. I guess I want to go ahead and do that. Coffee house break-in. If you go back to Venice on slide 3, you may notice the coffee house near the police station is inaccessible. This is not true. Go to the Interpol headquarters. There will be an interaction sign. Pressing circle to interact with it will not open the doors to Interpol, but rather to the coffee house across from Interpol. The camera will pan over to the coffee shop and open the door for a moment before closing again. When the game loads, you will be in the coffee house. However, the art decryption lock will not be accessible by spotlights and floor lasers along with tables, plants, and the cashier's table will be present. To restart episodes, pause the game during the episode and enter the following code to restart that episode. You must complete that part of the episode to be able to use the code. Episode 1, Day 1, left R2, right L1, R2, L1. Episode 1, Day 2, down L2, up, left R2, L2. Episode 2, Day 1, right L2, left, up, right, down. Episode 2, Day 2, down, up, R1, up, R2, L2. Episode 3, Day 1, R2, R1, L1, left, L1, down. Episode 3, Day 2, L2, R1, R2, L2, L1, up. Episode 4, Day 1, left, right, L1, R2, right, R2. Episode 4, Day 2, left, L1, left, L2, left, up, L1. Episode 5, Day 1, left, R2, right, up, L1, R2. Episode 5, Day 2, R2, R1, L1, R1, R2, R1. Laptop retrieval, L2, left, R1, L2, L1, down. Operation Moon Crash, L2, up, left, L1, L2, L1. Operation Reverse Double Cross, right, left, up, left, R2, left. Operation Tarbigone, down, L2, R1, L2, R1, right. Operation Turbo Dominant Eagle, down, right, left, L2, R1, right. Operation Wedding Crasher, L2, R1, right, down, L2, R1. Glitches. Fighting Octavio as Sly. During Operation Tarbigone, when Sly goes into the building, press select as soon as you can, then hit select again. If you press select as soon as you can before Bentley starts talking, then you can go out of your Venice disguise and fight the guards in this room. When you get to the part where you need to press the double button door with Octavio, he will come out and start fighting you. You can manage to hit him, but you cannot beat him. Also, when you do that, Octavio will just jump through the 2-button door. Note, if you hit select again, then he fails the job like normal when you go out of your costume. Border glitch. When you are in Venice, jump up to the building that is right across from the safe house's entrance, the one that borders the water. If you are on the correct building, you will see some more buildings on the other side of the water. If you try to paraglide to the other side, Sly will act as if it's a barrier. Your paraglider will break, and Sly will act like he is dying from a high spot. Instead of losing 1/4 of your health, you will instead die completely and respawn at your last interaction point. Walking on air glitch. After completing episode 1 in Venice, if you return to the episode, you can go to where Sly dropped the chandelier-like object on Octavio. There was a rope attached to the chandelier before it was destroyed, and you were able to run on this rope with Sly. The rope disappears when the chandelier is destroyed. However, Sly can still run where the rope was as if the rope was still there. The blue stars will still appear there also, but the rope is gone. Grapple Cam Spotlight glitch. This is a very fun glitch the first time you try it. Using the coffee house break-in glitch as Bentley launch a grapple cam and then access it. Grapple to the spotlight where it projects the spotlight. The spotlight will immediately go haywire and try to shoot the grapple cam, but will not work. Instead, it will shoot randomly around the place, smashing paintings, tables, and plants. Beware, however, this haywire spotlight can hit you, and if you stand still, the spotlight will eventually kill you. There's another glitch involved with the coffee house. When you use the grapple cam and go to the ceiling in the second coffee house, your grapple cam will eventually go through the ceiling, and you will be able to see the outsides of all 3 coffee houses. It is also possible to visit each coffee house with the grapple cam, self-destruct the grapple cam to fix the glitch. The glitch is repeatable and very fun, I guess so. Carmely to spot you from a long distance. During the police HQ mission, when you're near Dimitri's cell, set off a smoke bomb. Despite the fact that Carmely is all the way over in the other room, she will detect Sly, resulting in a job fail. Sly cracks a safe in style and no slideshow. In Police HQ, after you get to the key from Carmelita's office, listen to Bentley's explanation, then press triangle. Now change into any disguise, then press circle to retry cracking the safe. Sly will still be wearing his disguise. Do not use Sly's Venice disguise, as it will be tough to see which direction to turn due to the beak. While you're at it, go back to the floor and go near where Carmelita is. Standing, she will be talking, but the slideshow isn't on. If you get caught, the glitch is fixed. This is only after you retrieve the key and get past the flickering lights. No platforming required. In Police HQ, when Carmelita is outside shooting at Sly, use Feral Pounce and your paraglider to make it onto land. You can skip the platforming section of the mission and run straight to where you meet Murray at the sewers. Carmelita will also catch up to you, however, she will act as if you were platforming. And as long as you are in range of her pistol, she will shoot at you. Octavio interrupts the guard's questions during Octavio snap. When Octavio is running to the next tar valve, get in front of him and find a guard in his path. Put on your disguise and have the guard ask you for a password. If Octavio passes by, you'll see the cutscene and bars appear, and you can't press any buttons. The camera will eventually turn to Octavio, and he'll tell you about how Thieves knew how to get caught back in the day. Big Truck Free Roam. While on the mission Big Truck, there is a glitch that allows the player to free roam Ayers Rock as Sly due to incomplete programming. To perform this glitch, you must first catch the first set of giant scorpions after Sly activates the drill. Then when you have to climb to the top of the drill as Sly, climb it as normal instead of activating the drill as usual. Use the Feral Pounce to move, hit the X button on mid-pounce, and then paraglide as far as you can. If done correctly, you should be able to free roam the area. You can kill scorpions in one hit, but they can hit you back for moderate damage. Also, going too close to the lake will cause you to temporarily go into the falling animation. The only way to get back to the drill is to die. Box glitch. You must be Sly for this to work. Get to the Baron's castle, add and smash the boxes on top, and catapult off the roof's catapult. Wait for about 2 seconds, then paraglide back to the castle's roof. The boxes you just smashed will be there, and you can smash them again. Repeat as necessary. Following through ground glitch. As you play as Murray and use the ball technique, you can launch yourself out of the catapult and onto a blimp and build up height while on the blimp using the jump with the ball technique. Once you are high enough and you are close to the water near your safe house, stay in the ball and jump out all the way down to the water. You will fall all the way through the floor of the game and you will die automatically. Black Baron Castle glitch. The first time that Bentley gets up to the top of the Baron's castle, go to the trapdoor and run into the wall. There is a chance that you will fall into the room where the Baron is talking with his rabbit goon. You will not be seen, and you can kill the goon, but not the Baron. The only way out is to blow yourself up with Bentley's bombs. Streetlight glitch. Select Murray when you get out of the safe house. Turn right and see a streetlight. Run into it from behind. You will get stuck between the building and the pole. Turn around and you will get launched into the air. This is for episode 3, the streetlight glitch. Floating bench glitch. After you beat the entire game, go back to the free roam in Holland. This glitch only works with Murray. Exit the safe house and jump off the balcony. Directly in front of you there should be a bench. Pick it up and head to the closest cheese jump. Jump onto the cheese while slamming the bench towards the ground. Re-enter the safe house. From there you exit the safe house as Murray once again. There's a chance that the bench you picked up will be floating around between the balcony and the nearby building. You can jump on the bench and it will move around like in space. You can destroy it and it will disappear. If you go back into the safe house and come out as Sly, the bench will have vanished completely and not be on the ground or in the air. The only way to get the bench to reappear is to die, re-enter the safe house, and come out as Bentley, or exit the level. Panda King voice glitch. You must go to jobs and challenges and then select the first job. After the battle starts, throw 2 smoke bombs and then use the photographer disguise. After the smoke fades away, Panda King will act like a goon. If you repeat it correctly, he will not attack until you take off the disguise. In episode 4, when Sly fights Sal, after Sal gets knocked out, you can use Sly's stealth move, Silent Obliteration, to take out Sal and kill him regardless of how much health Sal has. Yeah, that would actually be pretty useful. Sly waits for the pull and style, and grapple can break in when Sly has to get in position for the pull. Put on a disguise before you reach where you have to stand. When you get to the Sly icon, a cutscene will start and Sly will be in his disguise. When you take control of Bentley, go over to where Sly is waiting, he'll still have it on. After Bentley gets the first key, control switches to Sly in his disguise. You must take it off before you can pickpocket the second guard. Kill Carmelita episode 1 and episode 4. While playing as Bentley, use the reduction bomb on Carmelita. She will shrink, but otherwise she will behave normally. When you attack her, she will fall on the ground as if she was dead. However, when you exit the chapter, she will respawn. When you are in business with Carmelita is knocked out, bomb her until she gets to the water trap, then use the switch and she will drown. No disguise required. Episode 1 and episode 4. There are 2 missions in the game there are 2 missions in the game which require you to wear your disguise. However, it is possible to be normal Sly instead. In Operation Tarbigon, once you are inside the Opera House, press select and assign a button to a different disguise. You will fail. Once you restart the mission, press the button of the different disguise and you can become normal Sly without failing. Guards can now fight Sly. When you get to the double button security door, instead of asking you for a password, Octavia will try and fight you. It is impossible to defeat him. The only way you can lose him is to use the smoke bomb and then use shadow power. If you take off your disguise after you're given Octavia the password, you can hit him, but he won't react. It will still capture the attention of nearby guards. Once you successfully open the door, Octavia won't realize that you're not a guard. And get a job. Once you visit General Sal's hall, press select to change a button to a different disguise. You will fail. Once you restart, press the button of your different disguise and you'll now be normal Sly. General Sal will notice that Sly is not in his disguise. Once you get to the cutscene where you talk to him, Sly will move like he's not supposed to have the cane in his hand. This glitch itself, because there's a lot of stuff in General Sal's hall that you can break for coins. Please note that pressing select after you've taken off your good disguise will result in a fail. Pirate launch. In order to do this glitch, you need Bentley. Go to the place where you meet Black Spot Pete. Go to the flagpole. There will be a ramp with Bentley attempt to run under the ramp facing the bridge. After a second or two, you will slip underneath the ramp and you will launch in little ways. Grapple Cam Safe House glitch. When using the Grapple Cam gadget, you are able to enter the safe house without Sly or Murray inside. This can only be done in episodes 1 through 5 due to episode 6 not having free roam. Carmelita pickpocket glitch in episode 1, 3, and 4. Go to Carmelita's Bentley, go behind her, pickpocket her if necessary, and throw a bomb into her pouch. Then switch over to Sly as Sly. Go behind Carmelita to pickpocket the bomb. The bomb won't go off, but Carmelita will detect your presence. Bomb glitch. To perform this glitch, you must select Bentley. First, you sleep dart an enemy, then you get close enough to toss a bomb, not a trigger bomb, into the goon's pocket. If the enemy fails onto his back, the bomb will still go into the goon's pocket but will not kill him. This works anywhere. Cooper Vault glitch. There is a random time when you play Sly's Ancestor Gauntlet job. You'll start the part where you talk to Bentley Murray, but it only lasts for seconds and you'll be taken to the beginning of the mission. Carmelita in the Inner Sanctum. While fighting Dr. M as Sly, if you hit him while Dr. M is trying to rush at you, Dr. M to be using his fire type attacks, he will fall onto his back and Sly will go through the attack animation. In the cutscene where Sly and Dr. M talk, Sly will be facing sideways and Dr. M robotic snakehead will be inside of him. When playing as Carmelita, Dr. M's life gauge will be gone, but you can still defeat him. Once defeated, instead of being another cutscene, you will be able to move around the platform, but you can't jump high enough to reach the platform Sly is at. If you fall off the platform, you will be stuck at the bottom with no way out. The only way to stop this glitch is to exit the level. Hacking job glitch. Place bombs on the computer and then press the circle button. The cutscene showing Bentley hacking will play and the bombs explode. He will slide away from the computer and Bentley will hack the air. Funny, this does not injure Bentley. It happens in both Sly 2 and 3. Carmelita drowns glitch episode 1. While on the job turf war, when taking out one wave of Vincetti goons, immediately jump into the river before the help cutscene. After the cutscene, it will show Carmelita under Venice drowning. In invisible water, she will immediately die. Invisible talking Sly episode 4. While on the job vampire demise, if you jump just right in front of Sly while he finishes opening the last cache, he will not be invisible. He will jump off the roof and the conversation occurs as if Sly is still on the roof. So that's all of the information about the game. So now I'm going to show off the gallery. Each episode has pictures that you can see. You cannot zoom and you cannot change the picture. You just have to zoom in or get it full screen, then back out, and just keep looking at the same pictures. And I'll leave these up for about 3 seconds, and then I'll take them down. Probably not quite 3 seconds, but I'll at least try for 3 seconds, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Now, there is no benefit to these pictures unless you like this kind of stuff. You know, if you don't care whether it's there or not, there's, like I said, there's no reason to look at this stuff. So that's all the ones for episode 1. These are probably supposed to be different versions of the Guru. Probably supposed to be a different version of a flashlight guard. Oh, that's probably, if you can see that it says RC Expert there, that probably was supposed to be an early version of Penelope. Another early version of Penelope. So the black, that's probably a concept, well, of course it's concept art for the Black Baron. I guess I could be talking about what my thoughts about the game were, just so I don't take up any more time in the video while I'm showing this off. This game, I guess I kind of have to agree with some of the critics. I definitely like Sly 2 a lot more than I did Sly 3. I don't care for this game being so short. You know, take out anything. You know, take out any number of things that you can think of that. You know, or name any number of things that they could have taken out to try and lengthen the game a little bit more. You know, the pirate section. I guess the whole ship section. You know, take that out. Probably could have added another level in. I don't know for sure. I keep saying, you know, they could have added more levels if they take these different things out. I don't know for sure, but I'm sure it would have helped. At least added maybe 2 more levels. At best, you know, maybe at least 1 more, and added a few more jobs for the different levels. The controls, I find that they're a little bit more glitchy in this game, especially with the thief moves, like grabbing onto poles or ropes, or doing the ninja spire jump, or doing the sliding jump, or not sliding jump, but just sliding along a wall or a building or whatever. I don't, you know, there's too many glitches with that, especially if you're trying to do it fast, and that's a pain. Especially when you're trying to do the challenges. A lot of the challenges, I definitely would say that they didn't need to be in the game at all. I'm not a person that likes challenges. I don't like going and doing challenges myself. So I say just take out all the challenges. What they, I'm not sure if this was. I have heard that some people said that they took out the loot bottles and replaced it with challenges, but there's no incentive to do the challenges outside of just game completion. Like there's no reason to take out the loot bottles just because. Or, you know, there's no reason to take the loot bottles out to add challenges in. The challenges don't add anything to the game, to be totally honest. You know, outside of just harder versions of pretty difficult challenges, especially here in episode 6. These are definitely a pain. You know, there are a few challenges. Like I like the airplane. I guess the biplane flying levels or jobs. Those are definitely very fun. Even the boss fights here, they were fun as well. The final boss fight was definitely a lot harder. I'd say it's pretty high up there for being a lot harder than Clockwork. Definitely it's a lot harder than Clockla in Sly 2. I wouldn't say it was harder than Clockwork, but it's definitely a close tie for you know, for first place. This particular one. When I first played the game, you know, I thought I was okay with the cliffhanger. You know, of course, that just made me want to play the next game in the series. If I had played this in 2005, you know, I would have had to wait quite a while, 6+ years, and I guess actually a lot longer than that. Actually, close to 8 years. If I would have played this game, you know, this game in 2005 when it came out. So I don't know. I don't hate the game. You know, it's still a fun game. It's if you just play the game by itself and you don't worry about the challenges, it's a fun game. It's definitely very, very fun. It's a very enjoyable game. a little bit short, but it is what it is. I'd all in all, I would definitely say I enjoy the game quite a bit. It's still behind. I would say it's even behind Sly 1. I enjoy Sly 1 more than I do Sly 3, but it's not a bad game. Out of the 4 Sly games that they've made so far, this would definitely be my least favorite, but it's not a bad game. I definitely suggest getting it. With the Sly HD collection, it's pretty cheap right now. You can find it online pretty cheap. It's 3 games, 3 very good games. I definitely suggest trying it. This game, I do have to show off the trophy list. I forgot about that. Let me shoot that. The trophy list, this is not as easy of a platinum as the other games. You can see this is when I first started playing the game, January 7th, 2013. So you can see completing the prologue. I won't read what this is. I'll keep talking about the game, but this is not an easy platinum. You can get all the trophies except for 3. Getting 75%, getting 100%, and getting the platinum trophy. But just getting all that, I believe there's close to 30 trophies. I take a look real quick. So there's 36 trophies. So if you just wanted to get 33 trophies, easy trophies, and play a fun game, it's definitely worth it to do that. You can see most of these are story related. At least these are here. These are kind of where you get into some of the ones. Collect 500 coins, obtain the paraglider, purchase Shadow Power 2. Now these are the boss ones. Defeat the different bosses or the different enemies. I guess these are the bosses. Defeat Dr. M. Collect 1,000 coins. 75% of the game. 50% of the game. Sly Spin Attack 3. Jump Attack 3. 2,500 coins. Diablo Fire Slam. Purchase Hover Pack. Complete 100% of the game. So, like I said, not that pretty much the same trophies as last time, except for collecting 2,500 coins, which is kind of difficult. If you do the pirate ship section, it's very easy to do. If you the percentage, you have to do the challenges to get the percentage based trophies, so you do have to keep that in mind. But anyway, so that's it. That's Sly 3. Thank you for watching. Since this is a wrap-up video, I don't have a challenge of the video. I never do. Next time I will begin Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, which is the 4th and newest title in the series. So until then, later everyone.